Y'all, I don't know what possessed me to do this. But Miss Girl, it need to be done after the first part of this episode. Hold on. I had to get that like together. Excuse me. Y'all already see I'm up in here drinking Hennessy and I'm chasing it down with some Mad Dog 4040. So we just gonna see how this video turns out. Hopefully it don't make me angry like this episode made me completely angry. That's why I had the first part, which is why I had to find myself cracking and open this good bottle of the Hen Dog. So if you don't know what I'm talking about the Come Up Miami. This is still season 1. This is episode 5, Entanglement. Now, the episode was supposed to come out last night, but Karan let us know that because there was a little bit of nudity going on in this episode, YouTube was still reviewing it, and we can't get mad at Karan about that. So I'm really glad that YouTube decided to put it up. And now we was able to get it. So for those of you all who was questioning me about where's the episode, that's why the episode was late. So, and then I'm going to tell you what else was late. This damn fight. Like, I'm so glad that the fight is over with. And I hope we don't have to deal or talk about this fight no damn more at all. Like, this fight really beat me up my head like a sick dick. And y'all, I was just over it. So, continuing the fight, going outside, you got Bam Bam sitting over there by his car talking about he was telling Sean, I wasn't addressing you. I wasn't addressing you. I was addressing Jamal, and you jumped in. And then he started calling him, talk about some of his breath smell like dicks, and he's broke, and he's this, and he's that. And I'm sitting here like, it's like, and let me put my phone down. Look, y'all already know this is about to go left. Let me calm down first. Bam Bam, you are the most unaccomplished bum bird brain bitch that is on this damn show. Like, for you to have the nerve and the gall to talk about anybody's looks, anybody's breath, anybody being broke, anybody occupation, bitch, you take your clothes off for dirty, decrepit ass white men for pennies and dimes and nickels, sis. You running around here being cum buckets to old, dirty, greasy ass white men that will probably take your pussy then beat your ass without trying to pay you. So how the hell you gonna sit up in here and try to talk about anybody, what they do, what they don't do, what's this, what's that? Like, it amazes me how strippers want to get their ass up here and try to run down on somebody. At least Sean has a legitimate job that gives a legitimate paycheck. 401ks or this, that, and this. Girl, please, the mileage on that pussy that's shaped like a crater. Don't nobody want that shit, sis, with your weeble wobble shaped ass. You got a whole lot of goddamn nerve. And you better be glad that security was out there holding Sean back. Because, see, punks jump up to get beat down. See, you was sitting up there doing all of that talking and grandstanding, but you never once went out, really jumped up into Sean's face once y'all was outside. So you tried it inside because you had that table between you and there was a whole bunch of people in there that could have stopped the fight. And I really wanted Sean to really break away from him. And while you bullshit, and I really wanted Jamal to step up to your ass too, because you need a real good ass whooping. Like, it just amazes me at how people who do absolutely nothing in life but strip and fuck for a buck want to sit up here and try to grandstand and try to act like they better than somebody. You ain't better than nobody, girl. Nobody. And as far as I'm concerned, you are the most poorest representation of the gay community thus far that I have ever seen. That includes Zell Swag and Bobby Lights. So you already know you a tired ass hoe. Girl, get out my goddamn face with that bullshit. And I'm gonna let it go. Because see, it's like, for real, I really wanted Sean to jump in Jamal's car and run your ass over going inwards and outwards. But you know what? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go before I really tear down into your ass. So Sean is on the set of his show, Gay Guy Talk, that he talked, and the topic was about polyamorous relationships. That was something that I was never interested in, but I'm not necessarily opposed to it either. Like, I think it is possible to have some type of situationship with two people at the same time, so long as they know about each other. And if they're into you and each other, and everybody consent to it, I really don't find it a problem. I think it's interesting, but it damn sure ain't for me. Jamal is at home being busy making an outfit for his ball event. And like, we were sitting there seeing mama being booked and busy, getting all kind of calls with clients and this and that. But I will say this though, Jamal, I don't know who Trey was on the phone, but girl, we could not understand a word of what y'all was talking about. A word, we could not understand it. So, and I love to see you working, but you know, like, he couldn't have came by the house or something, so we could have got a better understanding of what it was that you was talking about. But at the end of the day, you working and you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're being a positive role model in the gay community around there to the Miami, and that's what you're supposed to do. So that's what that said. Shout out to Jamal. Hit me up later, child. So we see Prince at work. Shout out to Prince. I was in the comments, and Karan made it known that the store that Prince was in, Prince actually owns. And he's about to open up another store pretty soon. That's what I mean. Like, listen, this come up is what I really wish to come up Atlanta was, and what I really wished to come up New York was. I really hope if those two franchises come back, Karan, that you actually get people that's doing this right here. This is what I like to see. Yeah, the drama, the controversy, the mess, the debauchery, the debacles, all of that, it makes for good TV, but actually having people up here that's actually doing something is what's selling it for me. So I'm here for that. So then Prince and Brandon break up. And listen, Brandy ain't never did nothing to me. But judging from the story that Prince told us about how you still chilling around with this fuckboy that you claim is your best friend, but he don't mind slobbing on your knobs like corn on the cob. I mean, you know, and then he's smacking you all on your ass while you around your dude. Like, that's completely and utterly, totally disrespectful. And I'm just not shocked that Prince don't want to have nothing to do with you no more after that. Not taking sides, because I don't know you. And all we know is Prince side. But I don't forgo seeing Prince being no liar about that. But we'll see. So it was Jamal's B-Zone event, which is a ball. And it has 6 categories. And it looked like it was a cute time. It looked like it was a really cute time. Now, I will say this, Joe Jamal. There were more chairs than there was people, daughter. Like, what's going on? Sitting at the Latin, your birthday was lit. And this is what I was expecting this party to be. But I get it. You know, you like, look, maybe if it's less people, it will be less chances of there being a kerfuffle like it was the last time. So I see what you did, Jamal, and I'm all here for it. Girl, Prince and Jamal go outside and they talk about what happened. Not Prince and Jamal. Prince and Sean go outside and they have a discussion about what happened down the Sky Zone. And you know, Prince gave Sean some very solid advice. It's like, listen, I mean, I understand at that time he definitely deserved it, but next time, don't allow him to bring you up out of your comfort zone like that. And I have to agree, Sean, that dusty bird brain bitch ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all. So Bam Bam and Miles and Javier talk about what happened while they were sitting around getting high. Like, we gotta add that in there. And Bam Bam talked about, you know, my father, he used to beat me or whatever. And so when he did that, that's what made that. Obviously, he ain't beat the fuck out your ass enough, Bam Bam. Obviously. So anyhow, moving on from that, cause I ain't got no time. So Sean asks Prince, why does he want to break from Brandon? And Sean says that even though Prince says that he's done, he feels like his heart is still into it. And maybe it is, but at the end of the day, your heart can still be in something, but it's not good. It's a messed up situation. It's a toxic situation. And yeah, I think he did the right thing by getting out of it, especially when Prince talked about how it was abusive and this, that, and this. And I'd be damned if I see any of my friends in an abusive relationship. So I'm glad you ended that as quickly as you did. So Jamal comes outside to get Sean, and he lets him know that he was walking sex siren, honey. Yes. And Sean pulled Prince to go and do it with him. And baby, straight up, for the both of you. First of all, Sean showed up in black G-Raws. They was little, you know, what you call them shits? Boxer briefs, but they was very sheer. It looked good from the front, because y'all know that's really what I care about, but it also looked good in the back. 10s across the board. And then Prince showed up in his little high yellow G-Raws, them Calvin Kleins, and I was all here for it. 10s across the board. Both of them looked good. I was all here for it. And most importantly, even though they was a little shy about taking off their clothes in front of the judges, they did a really great job, and they had fun. That's the most important thing. They had fun. 10s across the board, bitch. Y'all got my 10s. Yes, God. And then Brandon comes to the event, and then we see that it's going to be a huge kerfuffle that goes on between them next episode. So we're not going to know what happened until next week. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. Let me know whose side y'all on. Are y'all team Bam? Or are y'all team Sean, like me, and anybody else with half a damn brain? And yeah, I'm gonna let y'all later. Bye.
That's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business.